Hello fellow Ugandans. Today I come to talk about people in Uganda, especially in the government, who are out of touch. I'm not happy, I'm very annoyed, I'm very embarrassed. The reason is that we've heard NRM beating their drum that out of their manifesto, they have completed 60%. Let me tell you why it is out of touch. 60%, we should have better hospitals in Uganda with the medication, with the doctors, with the equipment. Not maternity wards where people they deliver babies under the torch. Not where surgeons abandon the theater because the water is cut off. Not 90 women dying every day during childbirth. 60%, we should have schools, buildings in place. But do you know what we are having? Children study under trees, without toilets, without clean water to drink. We have roads whereby you can't reach, whereby you can't go. We saw in 2016 election, cars were stalled. They couldn't go. They were pushed. Housing. Look at Katwe. Look at Mbuya. Look everywhere in Uganda, full of slums. Okay, let me say this. When you become a leader of a country, it's mandatory to bring peace and safety to the people. That somebody should not brag. But there are other social issues you have to address when you are in government. That is politics. Social issues, that is where politics stands. It's about education, health, job creation, housing, and transportation. Nothing else. Don't tell us anything about that. But when you say 60% is being achieved, when children they are dying of diarrhea and vomiting, when women they die on the way, they cannot access a hospital nearby, when people they are in the hospital without aspirin, without paracetamol, when our speaker can go to Kenya because of exhaustion, that is out of touch. Not even it's a lie, but it's out of touch. You're out of touch of reality. Wake up, Chivejinja, what did you say? Let me mention why this government is out of touch. Nantaba, her bodyguard, kills the 70 men, leaves 2 children, fatherless, without a mother, and she still claims it's the police who killed. They were hiding something. She's in the papers. There are bad people in the government. I hear Nantaba is a mother. Should she be saying like that? A mother. Instead of saying Sole. Out of touch. Now, Charlie Gonza beats a policewoman on duty in the uniform. First thing he said, what you gonna do you in this Uganda? What you gonna do you in this government? Out of touch. Not even to say Sole police. Not even to give a statement. He was invited to go to court. He didn't go. Attorney General Lukutana. Then he was taken to Land Inquiry Committee and he said to the judge, go and hang. Listen to that. He works with the AK-45 in his farm. That is our Attorney General. Part of the government, out of touch. Listen, Kaihura was arrested, but he was collected in a chopper. We have seen it the way they arrest Bobby Wine, they arrest Kizza Besigye, they arrest Zake, they arrest Namboze. That is the way they arrest. So out of touch. Kaihura comes as a first class. Out of touch. Chibule comes in the parliament with a gun and says to Samujunganda, "You shut up, I'm gonna shoot you." They check, he says he doesn't have a gun. And when he went to Elade, he said, "You don't care. Who told you? Museveni is not going to sack me." Arrogance. He goes to Stanbic Bank in Mukono. He assaults a female security guard. And then what happened? Nothing. Of recent, sad story. His twins drowned in what? Drowned in his swimming pool. He cried and cried. He mocked. He told lies that he's going to apply for a visa to go to heaven. Is that the way they apply for a visa? Chibule, you've got a lot to do. You're out of touch. You remember when you went for land inquiry? What did you say? They told you it's good to be humble. Have you been humble? You won't go to heaven. I don't know what visa you are applying for. I don't know if you will ever qualify for a visa. I'm not God, but God is love. God will forgive you, but you've got a long way to go. That is out of touch. Out of touch. Enanga, they ask him on BBC Telfina, "Oh, why would Bobby Wine concerts be blocked?" And then Baby Cool was given security, everything. Oh, because he's the fount of honor, is supposed to do whatever it is. Out of touch. iPod. People, they sat 6 hours, 9 hours. Then Museveni comes. Out of touch. Doesn't even have a duty of care of the country. iPod is for the country. It's not from Museveni. We hear people who say, Ruth Nankabi, whatever they do, we will touch the Constitution. They don't care. I said to you in my video before on Sunday, the problem, the government and NRM, they don't recognize the people they are fed up, people they have got fatigue, people they are frustrated. Out of touch. People, they on the street, the vendors, you can see the way they curse. Jenny from CC. Jenny from CC has already left. Her legacy is there. No one will delete it. We can see it on and on. But vendors, they are crying. The way they left the city. Out of touch. Whatever happens, we need to understand. We need to feel the pain which other people they feel. The country can be that we have got people who are rich and poor, but the fact is that we have to understand that when the rich is crying for milk, as long as you have 10 liters of milk, that is what his problem is. When the poor they cry, we have to understand. But at the moment, if the poor they cry that much and the rich don't listen, it's gonna be the other table will be turned the other way. When the rich they have a problem, they turn to the poor to cry with them, to console. They want consolation from the poor people. But yet when the poor person has a problem, the rich, they don't turn up. Why? We saw land grabbing. Some people were moved. by Minister Chibule. There is a young boy I saw in the videos crying, "My dad, you've been there, you've been killed, you have died for no reason." Who is there to sympathize that poor boy? Why would we sympathize with one person? Who is there to sympathize Yasin Karuma's children? Who is there to sympathize Muhammad Chirumira Moyo Gwaganga? His children, his widows. Who is there to sympathize Abiliga's children, Abiliga's wife? I think we need to look into that. We need to look into our hearts. Problem we are having, people who are out of the touch, who keep on saying whatever we say, it doesn't matter. Whatever we do, it doesn't matter. They have the guns, they have the tear gas, they have everything. What the hell they are? Who are you to say that somebody from ghetto cannot become a president? Who are you to say that anybody apart from Museveni cannot be a president of Uganda and Uganda runs very well? Who are you to say that those who are in power, they are anointed? Who are you to say that these people, they are going to live for all their life? Let me tell you, we live with the people out of touch. And those people, they are the leaders of our country, Uganda. They are out of touch. When they are not well, they go abroad. They drive good cars, but they want you to move over. They don't construct roads, and they tell you 60% is done. What is 60%? Are we going to include Ginger Bridge, which was broken under 8 weeks? What are we going to do? Please, what are we going to do now? 60% is arrogance. 60% is out of touch. 60% is bad and bad for the poor, because you are making us as if we are blind. We can see. I'll go to Mulago, there is no medication. School fees is high. I can't afford it. How many people can afford? How many people live without food, sleep on empty stomach, out of touch? And they are the people you seek to get votes from. Please, let us look into our hearts. Let us look at the poor as poor, but they need our sympathy. It's not like people, they were born to be poor, but government policies can make people poor. As simple as that. You don't create jobs, people are going to be poor. People, they don't go to school. People, they will be poor. Let us listen. Let the government at one day reflect and accept its mistake and say they've done a mistake. They made the country poor. That will make a difference, because anything they say, it makes the people think, okay, it's okay. Uganda, what we are now, have they tried? What has our government tried to do about the situation? Let them at least try and we see, but not even to try. As far it is now, we can find the answers for our Uganda. Somebody who says there are no solution for our Uganda, let them go out. Get out. Out of touch. Big cabinet is out of touch. Please.
But maybe the video is not as much after 75.
Listen to this man.
What is your view? Should the age limit also be there anyway? Well, that one, I think that one we had ignored. We had not discussed it. It can be discussed, but since we had not, but I think after 75, the vigor, I think there's some scientific idea there that maybe the vigor is not as much after 75 years. So that one I wouldn't quarrel with some. I know there are some leaders who have been leading even beyond 75. But I think if you want very active leaders, it should go to have the ones below 75.
So are you saying You wouldn't go beyond 75 yourself, sir?
Not at all. Certainly not.
Mbiwulidde si byange omuntu bw'akula ebintu bikyuka. That time was Museveni telling us he cannot go over 75. That was lies. And that's one reason he's out of touch, because he lives in denial. That is bad for Uganda. That makes me sad. What is that? Please, let us build Uganda for the better. Please.